and I watched quilting videos. I love to quilt, and
I watched quilting videos. Gay atheist cope, you will never understand the beauty and transcendence of God because your flattened agnostic cuck brain. She's a pay pig. She wanted pierogi to plow the cobwebs out of her pussy. Okay? Can we be real for a second here?
When the stimulus checks came out, I donated them to Scammer Payback. Now,
we're not calling my subs pedos. That's crazy, dude. Listen, a bit of poking fun at the Oilers is okay, but let's not go too crazy, all right? Anyway, so we have got a new Scammer Payback video. Now, just to go out on a limb here, I've briefly skimmed through it. I don't know what the claims are, but I've got a feeling this is all Discord busybody nonsense. So I'm excited to find out. Let's get into it and see.
20 to 30 people. Well, more share my story. So I decided to create a video, put it on YouTube, unlisted.
So this is the guy from before. If you remember a little while ago, we actually covered the Scammer Payback, and this guy came across as some fucking Discord loser who got very wrapped up in it and was cringe, okay? Anyway, apparently there's a new victim that's come forward, and I had a bit of a chuckle at the appearance and sound of this victim. Maybe you will too. We will see.
3 weeks ago, I was approached to put out a video for a group of about 20 to 30 people. Well, more share my story. So I decided to create a video, put it on YouTube, unlisted, for that group of people so I didn't have to re-explain my story multiple times about what my experience was behind the curtain at Scammer Payback. And somehow a video that garnered 500 views on YouTube, unlisted, that couldn't even be found on the platform, received a lot of responses. And since then, it's kind of gone off the rails, if I'm completely honest. It's gone away from its original intention. That original intention was that a woman by the name of Gypsy Rose had realized that the character Pierogi is not the same individual as the man that plays that character, Christian. They are two.
Okay, so we got someone called Gypsy Rose straight away, okay? Someone's called Gypsy Rose, And they're complaining about the fact that the guy in their YouTube video they like isn't an actual human being and is some sort of characterization of themselves. Right, okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Gypsy, I dislike them already. Okay, you just wait till you see them. So do you see what I mean? Do you see why the impression that I got of this was like Discord busybody? Because why on earth would you care that some YouTuber that you like isn't exactly the person they present themselves to be? Obviously, if they're completely opposite to what they claim, that might be a little bit lame. But it just seems like they've got super invested. This seems like actual parasocial stuff. They've got super invested in this image of who someone is, and then it turns out they're not the cool scamming takedown guy. They're just a normal dude, and they're upset by it, you know?
Two very different people. Pierogi comes off as a character that's there to defend the poorest of the poor, defend the elderly, and to assist them in any way possible. While the real person, Christian, is actually the type of person that character is trying to protect other people from.
What?
And so today, we're going to hear her story. This is completely unedited. I had nothing to do with what she wrote, what she says, what she chose to wear, which you'll find the irony in that once it starts. But this is just an opportunity for the scam victim to finally confront their scammer. So I want to introduce you to Gypsy Rose.
hi, my name.
Does that not say it all? Are you not immediately recognizing what is happening here? Old woman with nothing better to do, being a busybody and parasocially attaching themselves to some fucking scam YouTuber guy, right? Is it not obvious straight away, just visually, what is happening? Could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it turns out that actually she's totally justified and legitimate in what she's saying. But dude, let's just say the aesthetics of this are not particularly favourable, okay? Let's see. Let's hear her out. Maybe she's got something terrible, some terrible story to impart. We'll see.
My name is Gypsy Rose, and this is my story about my time in the Scammer Payback community. I want you to know ahead of time that my background has been in missions work, being around people who are truthful and, you know, honest and, you know, that don't lie to you. So I don't have a lot of boundaries in terms of giving to online charities, because I just never had to in the past, but I have those boundaries now. In March of 2020, like many of us, I was sent home to work, and I watched quilting videos. I love to quilt, and
I watched quilting videos. Dude, the idea that someone is... This old fucking bint, man, seriously. Fuck me. Old people should have their internet restricted when they reach a certain age, I think. They either get scammed or end up like this. Busybodies. Attaching themselves super hard to some fucking retard YouTuber guy. Let's give it a chance, okay?
But that only lasted for so long. I mean, you know, 3-4 months of quilting videos. So I had come into some extra money, and I prayed to God to know where to send that money. And the next video on YouTube that was suggested was a Scammer Payback video. And to this day, nobody can tell me why that was suggested when all I watched were quilting and crafting videos. But anyway, I remember thinking...
Okay. I was randomly recommended a Scammer Payback video, and I started watching his content. There we go. Boom. Explained. Why do we need to know about your quilting fucking habits, dude? Totally irrelevant detail. God. This, you know, it's like the double threat, isn't it? Old person and woman talking. Yapping. Ultimate yappers are old women. Jesus Christ.
This didn't make any sense, but I went ahead and clicked on the video. My first impression of Pierogi was that he was a very nice, clean-cut young man. I liked that he was trying to educate his audience.
Oh my God, right, yeah. So she got super attached to this idea of who this person was. Oh man, this is bleak. Oh no. I thought he would be exactly like he was in the YouTube video, but he's actually just a human being. He's actually just a normal guy who just makes videos for content. That's what it is. I know it already.
I did not know what scam baiting was, and so, you know, he seemed to have an affinity for older people who are not tech savvy, which is me, and I was very impressed by his abilities. And so then, after watching the video, I prayed to know that he was a Christian. And when I tuned in to his Saturday night cooking video that he had with members, he was wearing a hoodie that said God is alive or God is risen. But that...
Oh my God, man. Okay, news flash for all of you. Okay? It doesn't matter what religion you paint yourself as, you've probably got foibles. And you will probably falter on your religious principles. I'm so sick of this idea that just because someone calls... Look, if someone's content is primarily them banging on about religion and then they do something, yeah, that's more reasonable that you'd feel disappointed by their actions. But this Scammer Payback guy, his content is going against scammers. I don't know. I mean, I've not watched all of his content. But I don't know if his content is about pushing the ideals of Christianity. I thought his content was just about, you know, getting at scammers and stuff like that. There's probably a little bit of the Christianity stuff in there, but is it really front and center of his content and what he's doing? I just don't think it is.
That was enough of a sign for me that he was a Christian, and so I became a member. So I became
So you're supporting this person because they're a Christian, and what, you're disappointed they didn't follow the Christian... This is so stupid. You should support someone because you like what they do on the internet. You like their content. Don't get so emotionally or invested in whatever... Oh my God, man. These people are so stupid. This is how dumb Christians are. Not all Christians, okay? Not all Christians. You just walked in on an old woman complaining because Scammer Payback didn't, you know... I don't know what to say, dude. It's like, what did he do wrong? We'll find out, I guess. But I don't really know if he's done anything wrong here, except wear a hoodie that's claimed he was a Christian. She supported him because she apparently thought he was a hardline Christian guy. And it turns out he's got foibles and didn't fucking adhere to the principles of his religion 100% in what he did.
Part of the Scammer Payback community about the 200,000 mark. I watched
Gay atheist cope, you'll never understand the beauty and transcendence of God because your flattened agnostic brain.
the streams. I joined on Twitch, Patreon, Twitter, and Instagram to give him numbers. I don't use those social media sites, but I did try to give him numbers.
So she doesn't use these sites. Does she mean join as in followed or join as in supported him financially? Is this a big part? Is Scammer Payback shilling that hard? I feel like I've not watched his content, so I don't know. But I'd be surprised if Scammer Payback is shilling hard enough that someone would feel, oh, I need to go support him on every single platform. Or is it that those options are available and you decided to do that because you've whipped yourself up into this idea that he needs multiple levels of financial support from you? It's just the financial structure of Tom Bosley. Who is that?
And one of the frequently asked questions on those streams were people wanting to know how they could help. And I want to make it 100% clear, Pierogi never asked for money. He never asked for money. However, he did manipulate people by the way he worded things.
Okay, so he never asked for money. Okay.
For example, he'd say, is there anything wrong with trying to put food on the table for my family? He talked about how he quit his job due to bullying and that this was his only income. He highly implied that...
Okay, so, I mean, you know, with DSP, there are obviously ways in which stuff could be worded manipulatively. But this is her, I mean, she, off the back of seeing he was wearing a hooded top that talked about God, decided to support him financially across multiple platforms. So I'm not sure if I'm going to trust her interpretation of this. I would need to see the comments to establish for myself how manipulative these comments were, right? Because, you know, there's a way that it could be expressed, which is potentially manipulative, but she got taken in by a fucking jumper. Okay, by a sweatshirt. So I don't know if I'm going to buy this idea that he was being manipulative when it seems so far she's demonstrated she's manipulating herself in many ways.
He did not have money. I know I'm not the only one who fell for this, by the way. He did his streams from the basement of his home. On his website at the time, he sold aromatherapy, and he used it on all his streams. Again, the implication was that he was doing anything and everything to earn money for his family. And that's how I perceived it, and I know others did too. When he moved, he rented an office space. And I became involved in that. He created an Amazon list with very expensive items on it used for filming, and I bought many of those items. And this is the point.
Wait, what?
He rented an office space, and I became involved in that. He created an Amazon list with very expensive items on it used for filming, and I bought many of those items. And
she's a pay pig. See, Oilers, Oilers to me, there is a difference between an Oiler and a pay pig. Obviously, all the people that support me are Oilers. I actually genuinely, honestly, do not perceive of the term pay pig in that way. In terms of like my audience, because you're all based, genuinely, okay? No, listen, what I'm trying to say is there's a difference between someone having a lot of resources and wanting to chuck shit your way because they like your content versus clearly this person can't afford it and is going and buying stuff off your fucking Amazon wish list. I don't even have an Amazon wish list, okay? I think I just... I don't know, man. That's for e-girls, okay? That shit is for e-girls as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I just think this person clearly went overboard in supporting this person, got parasocially invested in them, realized they weren't a perfect saint that they thought they were, okay? Based, you called me a liberal retard the other day, did I? I can't remember half the stuff I say. I get blackout anger, okay? So yeah, I just think this strikes me as getting too invested in someone and spending too much money on them and then regretting it afterward. Yes, this is an upset pay pig, yes. And they are going to squeal, squeal, piggy, squeal, oink, 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 oink.
And this is the point where the money and being part of the community intertwined. I joined Scammer Payback on the YouTube at $100 per month. And with that, I was supposed to receive a 15-minute one-on-one with Pierogi once a month. I was able to go to all the members-only things.
Oh my god, dude. Anyone that supports to a significant level and tracks all the things you're entitled to, like a conversation. Yeah. I mean, look. Maybe there's a criticism somewhere in Pierogi of offering this shit out or something. I think it's a bit cringe. I really am against the idea that you offer your time like that on a one-on-one level. I just think that's gay. I don't like that. I don't think you should do that. However, on the flip side of that, there's another part to that equation, which is the desperate fan that is paying you money to talk to you. I mean, dude. Oh, that is a significant level of lack of respect I've got for someone that chooses to do that. And then on top of that as well, the fact that she's like documenting all the things she should be getting. Oh God, she's clearly like, this is one of the only times I think the usage of parasociality is legitimate, because that's clearly what's going on here. She's clearly very invested in this guy, clearly relishes the opportunity to talk to him for money. That's what's going on.
During the streams, when I would give like additional monies, he would call out my name and say how sweet I was. During the members only, he would talk softer to me than to others, and this all goes to show the manipulation tactics, because
oh my god, dude, she is a psychotic fan. Dude. Yes, that's very normal. That if you donate, they fucking say thank you. That's part of what happens. That's one of the benefits, is you can feel like, oh, you fucking saw my dono based, okay? That doesn't mean anything. Wait, it does with us. We're friends. If you do it to me, okay, we're friends. Yes, Malkaz. Thank you.
Malkaz, to me the softest.
Thank you so much for the 300 bits. I really appreciate the support that you give me, and I think of you often. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Very much appreciate that, okay? Very sweet. You're very sweet for doing that, okay? Yeah, this is absurd. This person is obsessed with this guy, clearly is interpreting things in ways they aren't there.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Chud, as an oiler, bend over and oil up that asshole.
Yes, true.
And take my racism.
An Austrian painter is an oiler, that is true. Must have kept a lot of those shekels from your transactions. Anyway, thank you, an Austrian painter. The important work that I do is made possible thanks to generous tips from people such as yourself. I cannot thank you enough for allowing me to do this. 1,000 thank yous. All the best. Kind regards, chudlogic. Anyway, right, is this not what's happening here? This person has got it in their head that they are more connected to this guy, and he's speaking softly to her, and he's calling out the fucking donations.
Other members noticed that, and they would send me messages on Discord saying how much Pierogi loved me and how he talks to me differently and how he's very tender with me. And
he's very tender with me. Oh no.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Denounce the soy cucks in Discord and I will fund your war.
Small Hat with the 333, thank you. Yes! I denounce the soy cucks, whoever they may be. Thank you for the 333. Dude. She wanted Pierogi to plow the cobwebs out of her pussy, okay? Can we be real for a second here? Dude, this is crazy. She's there like, oh, he speaks softly to you. Dude, this is so cringe that you would genuinely present this as evidence of anything except your own parasocial obsession with a content creator. Fuck me, dude.
Anyway, I noticed it too, but I just thought it was because I was paying more money a month. Just to let you know, I did not receive my perks, my one-on-one.
Yes, that probably is what it is. You're probably a massive fucking oiler. You're well, not even an oiler, a pay pig. You're a pay pig to him, and he's being nice to you because he knows he's giving him money. Dude, this is like, you know, a big spender comes into the shop, and you're a little bit nicer to them, or you're a bartender, and you get someone in that you know gives good tips, and you're like, oh hey, how's it going? Good to see you, right? Like, you as a functional human being have to recognize.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Hey!
Don't be such a quack became a member.
Thanks for the membership.
Don't be such a quack celebrates 7 months of membership. Cheers to the $5 I'm giving to my close personal friend, chudlogic.
Okay, that's
Don't
wonderful.
be such a quack.
But how do I make money off depressed
You bring a
people?
tear to my eye
I'm
with your
trying to
support.
beat the final boss in Elden Ring, and you being hilarious is getting me killed.
Hey!
Okay,
Edward Ningba, thanks for the $5. Appreciate it.
Off depressed people.
Edward Ningba.
Statutory Ape became a member.
What I wouldn't give for an opportunity to have that donor one more time. That's how much it touched me. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. All the best. Kind regards, chudlogic. And don't be such a quack. Not only their own membership, but gifting 5 gifted memberships.
Brudex became a member.
Support the crucial work that I do on this channel. I cannot extend to you the warmest platitudes enough. Thank you. It's a gracious act of kindness. Kind regards, chudlogic. Anyway.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make
yeah, I mean, dude, this woman is clearly
Gonzo became a member.
I think everybody going to agree with what she says now. So let's just see.
Just to let you know, I did not receive my perks, my one-on-ones, but I remember one.
So I agree. I would agree that you should not be putting things as perks that you can't deliver on. Okay, that is like shitty behavior from a content creator. It's just obvious, right? If you're offering a service and someone's paying for it, you should deliver it or not and retract the service. Okay, so that's the one point I'd agree on. He's obviously dangling out these conversations and not delivering on them. We'll stop offering them then. Okay. If someone is giving you money because they think they can talk to you for 15 minutes, you're gay for doing that, but you should also deliver on that, okay? I mean, to be honest with you,
wonderful.
This woman couldn't pay me enough money to talk to her for 15 minutes, but, you know.
I'm driving London to Northumberland, but it is easier now because we are now best friends and you give my lira value.
Gaming Anarchists, oh my goodness, what a fantastic, supportive, kind, warm, generous thing you've done there. I'm so pleased by what you've chosen to do that I cannot express in words purely how gracious I am for your support. Kind regards, chudlogic. She's going to go for you next. I just wouldn't, it's just a weird concept to me. You know, like selling your time. I just couldn't do it. But yeah, you should, if you offer it, you should deliver it. Very simple.
Time late at night, he went into voice chat, and there was just myself and one other person there. And he spoke very gently to both of us and said how he had just sung his son to sleep and that he was getting ready to carry him upstairs and put him to bed. And I remember thinking, what a great dad. I thought he was being his real self at that time.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Is the cheating? Is that going to be the problem? Ma'am, you're in too deep. Yes, exactly. You're genuinely, like, obviously, I would hope that people that listen to me talk about my kids are like, oh, this is a funny story.
Okay,
right?
That's wonderful. But how do I make
please
money
do not.
off depressed people?
Here's a $5 for the hair transplant fund.
Yes, thank you, friend. Ginger. What a jovial, funny message. What an entertaining bit of banter. Oh my goodness. Making reference to my hair. That is very clever. I see what you did there. Ginger, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for that. I truly value your support. All the best. Kind regards, chudlogic. Alana aged quickly. Dude, this is so... Oh, God, I just can't bear it, man. These people are so fucked in the head. You should not be invested in someone being a good parent, okay? That's mental. Don't support someone because you think they're a good parent, because they don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. They could be doing all sorts. They could be beating their kids or worse, right? You're always going to get the best possible expression of what they're doing as a parent, right? Don't fucking pay money to someone because you think they're a good parent. Give money to someone because you like their content and leave it at that, okay? Or don't. I mean, obviously, I prefer you did, obviously. But yeah. Funny story the other day, actually. Took my kids out to Harvester. Do you guys know what Harvester is? Do you have that in America? It's like, you know, kind of meat-based stuff normally. Anyway, my kids wanted steak. One of them wanted rare. The other one wanted medium rare.
Okay, that's
wonderful.
They
came out and they started eating with their hands.
Off depressed people.
Chud, as oilers of the channel, we prefer you be insulting us. You take our money, and I can support your gok intake as long as it's not from the...
Thank you.
You know, the juice.
Listen, I need to get through this segment. This bit is good, but maybe we'll refresh it later, okay? But I will say this in Austrian Painter, genuinely, that really touched me. I don't even know what to say to you. I literally could not do this without you. You make my life better every day. Thank you for your kind words. Kind regards, chudlogic. Anyway, listen, I do need to get through this. This is going to be fucking insufferable on an edit. This might be a segment, so just assume I'm saying something like that with every donation now, okay? I'm speaking softer. I am speaking softer. But anyway, guys, yeah, this person is fucking nuts. Parasocially obsessed with pierogi.
In Discord, Pierogi would come and play games with community members and interact with us on voice chats. I felt part of the community. I met a core group of people there, and while I was not, you know, inner
you with every fiber of my being.
Well, Chud fan, despite your intense dislike of me, you still decided to donate, and that means a lot. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Kind regards, chudlogic.
Circle, by any means, Pierogi made me feel accepted, as did the community. Because I felt that God had led me to Scammer Payback. When the...
Oh! Eleanor! Oh my goodness. Your unwavering support through various dramas has not gone unnoticed. I think about you all the time. You're very sweet to me. Oh, bringing back all the memories. Nonetheless, I fully appreciate your support. Kind regards, chudlogic. Pierogi, dude.
Stimulus.
Here's the thing, right? Okay, I definitely used to participate more in like my Discord and stuff, particularly when I was a much smaller creator. I mean, I don't know how this pierogi guy does it. How on earth is he able to spend all this time when he's doing all this other stuff? It's kind of crazy to me. He's clearly got a good thing going on. He's clearly fucking soliciting in some fashion from these people who are doing all this, but it's whatever. Like, you've gotten too invested. You've not seen it for what it is. A content creator trying to fucking get a bunch of money out of you. I don't know. It just seems so fucking retarded.
came out, I donated them to Scammer Payback.
Right, let's go back. Sorry.
A group of people there, and while I was not, inner circle by any means, Pierogi made me feel accepted, as did the community. Because I felt that God had led me to Scammer Payback, when the stimulus checks came out, I donated them to Scammer Payback. Now,
she donated stimulus checks to Scammer Payback because God told her to. Bro, come on. Give me a break. How on earth can you hold him accountable for your retardation? That's crazy, dude. Oh, I can really do with this money, but Scammer Payback needs it more. That's what God said. Boom. Come on. And you're seriously going to try and act like you've got scammed here? You're a moron. The only scam here is you're a retarded old bint. That's it. Someone come and get grandma. True.
I live on Social Security. I am fortunate that I have no debt, but I live simply so that I can help others. And so when those checks came out, I donated to Scammer Payback because I thought he needed the money for his family.
What? That inheritance, this is a great comment, Mr. Stylo. That inheritance you're supposed to get, Gran spent it trying to get some scam beta to blow a dusty pussy. Dude. She's got no one to blame but herself for this. This is utterly absurd. That she would dare to try and lay this at the doorstep of some guy because she got too invested into him and paid him a bunch of money. Give me a fucking break, dude. It's just fucking absurd to try and act and claim like Scammer Payback is a bad guy here.
I truly believed that I was Pierogi's friend. I believed he was a brother in Christ, and I started calling him little brother. He let me do that. I continued to give large amounts of...
Wait, he let you do that? He let you do that as in, I love it when you call me little brother, or like, oh, thanks for that. Oh, man. Dude. Listen, do you remember that guy? What was his name? He was like a Mr. Girl fan. What was his name? I can't remember the guy's name. But he basically was like talking to me and giving me loads of subs and stuff, like hundreds of subs. It was crazy. And then one day he started asking about the dynamic that we had.
Okay, that's
and
wonderful.
I was like,
but how do I make money?
You like my content? You give me
press
money?
people?
That's the dynamic? Right. Hey, Lucas, Big Papa. Thank you for the $2. And obviously at first, not only the ones you know, it's someone behind the scenes. Mr. 10-year-old Android girl or something, I think their name was. Anyway, they at first I was like, you kind of say, oh well, if you like the stream, give me money, that's fine. But then it came to a point where it reached a head, and I was like, no, I can't continue this. When they started offering me money they offered me like thousands of pounds of cash for a friendship contract. They said, I'll write up a contract and we'll do a friendship contract. And whilst, you might think, oh, you take that, it's easy money. It's like, I don't know, there's something not quite right about it. Like, you're trying to get me to be a friend for cash. So, yeah, that didn't happen. And at that point, I think he realised, yeah, this isn't how you make friends on the internet. But to be honest with you, look, to be perfectly blunt with you, at first, the money's good. And you don't want to, obviously I didn't say, yeah. I was like, okay, give me content on my money. But it was very open-ended and up in the air. There's no sort of firm point on it. So the point I'm making is, sometimes people will give you money in a kind of obsessive fashion, right? And you don't obviously want to shut it down because there's a fucking good bit of money coming in there, So you don't make it plain and clear. You're not like, oh, don't stop giving me money right now. You're like, well, it's all good if you like my content. But it does then reach a point where it becomes obviously too much. You're like, okay, this is too much. But yeah, obviously, you know, I'm sure if this woman was calling him a little bro, whilst he didn't shut it down, he probably wasn't super excited about it, but probably allowed it because this person was a fucking oiler. Now, if we recognised that she didn't have much money and she'd expressed that she was on benefits and stuff, I think it's reasonable that you would expect it to be like, okay, just to be clear, I only want people to support me who can actually afford to. If you're on benefits, I'd rather you keep the money for yourself. You would need it more than I do. So please don't give me your fucking stimulus checks. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Amounts of money via Venmo. Keep in mind, again, I live on Social Security, but with no debt, my expenses are minimal. When Drive, Father Dude, and Scammer Payback created the Payback album, I was one of the 10 people who made that possible. During this time, many people, including mods, came and left while I was involved in Scammer Payback. I did not know why. I was oblivious to a lot of social cues. In July, August of 2023, Pierogi hosted the People's Call Center in Tampa in conjunction with AnyDesk, and I was so excited to meet Pierogi in person. I went and had a wonderful week despite having knee surgery. I met many wonderful people in the community, and just as a side note, I know that that's why God led me to Scammer Payback, was to meet the community. Until January of 2024, I was involved in many projects. The community knew me and considered me one of the OGs.
Oh my god, dude. I knew it. I knew this is what it would be. Busybody gets too invested and obsessed with a content creator, believing that their online persona is an exact reflection of who they are as an individual. It's kind of tragic in a way, isn't it? Kind of tragic in a way. But I don't really think that Scammer Payback has done much wrong here. I think there's definitely, if it's true that he's not giving his benefits, he should change that. Either deliver them or stop doing them. There possibly is times when he could have been a bit clearer with her about, like, stop giving me money, you poor bint. But I don't know without seeing that. It is sad for you that you got too invested, but that's on you. You're a fucking adult.
Money off depressed people.
You don't accept friendship contracts? Ha, I was totally joking earlier anyway. So crazy you just randomly brought this up right now.
Thank you, Tanner, for the $5. Appreciate it. So yeah, this person is obviously remedial and shouldn't have the internet.
Spent hundreds of hours researching things and thousands of dollars. I believe it was January of 2024 when the video came out by Savannah Marie about Henna, who exposed what happened to her after she became dictionary and started working for Pierogi.
Yep, didn't expose anything. He cheated. That's it. End of discussion. Everything else was totally mutually consensual. End of discussion. Covered it extensively. Retarded video from Savannah Marie.
My first reaction, because I'm not techie, was to say, could these screenshots be faked? I could not believe that my little brother would do something like this.
There it is! Oh my god, yes, there it is! So she is emotionally invested in this guy and thinks he's a fucking paragon of virtue, but he's a human like anyone else. Okay? He's got foibles. And that's that. The person you see on the screen, you should not emotionally invest in that much. Watch people because you like their content and leave it at that. Okay? Support people because you like their content. Don't support people because you have put yourself in a position where you believe they are a paragon of Christian virtue, because you'll only be disappointed. She's in denial. Yes, true. Fucking hell, dude. Tragic. Tragic what's happened to this old bint.
I found out it was not faked. I was in the boat of compassion and empathy and continued to support Pierogi. Because I believed this was a one-time thing at that time, and that alcohol was highly involved, and so I kind of let it slide, so to speak.
Let it slide. What do you mean? He's a YouTuber and you're a viewer. You're a community member. Let it slide. What business of it is yours? Oh my God, dude. God, there is something actually beyond tragic with this. It's the idea that because this person has financially supported someone, they get some right to them in some way. It is fucking... It's like that guy that I told you about, the fucking Valentine guy. It's like that all over again for me. Hey, thank you for the membership. Appreciate it. Where it's like, because you supported me a lot, which, thank you, I appreciate that. You get to, like, have special privilege. I mean, obviously, right? If someone gives you money, you are going to give them a fairer fucking shake of the whip. Okay?
Off depressed people.
Sashu became a member.
Clever Nugget, thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate it. Like, you're going to obviously not ban them as quickly and you're going to give a bit of leeway. That just is natural. I mean, it's only fucking natural. It's like if you've got, you know, in a store, someone causes a bit of a ruckus one time, but otherwise they're pretty, you know, chill. You're probably going to be like, okay, it was a one-off, right? Something like that. Do you know what I mean? But people act like they're entitled to some additional significant support beyond that. Like the Valentine guy that was upset about the fact that people were in my Discord talking about pirating movies and wanted me to do something about it. And I'm like, they're allowed to talk about that. They can talk about what they want. You've got in an argument with someone and you lost, and now you want me to do something about it. Yeah, this guy was messaging me screenshots complaining about the fact that someone in the Discord was talking about pirating movies, and they had a disagreement with them.
Off depressed people?
And they were complaining to me about it.
Chud, I won't tell anyone about our private voice calls. Winking face.
Thank you, Puddle Sucker. Appreciate that. Bro, I literally don't care. You know, if it's like, oh, I got banned from Discord and it's a bit much, okay, I'll look at that. Yeah, I don't want you to be banned unless it's completely crazy. Yeah, I'll put my thumb on the scale for that. But I had a disagreement in your Discord and they were mean to me. Yeah, fuck off. Literally don't care. So, yeah, I really just find it very obnoxious when people act like there is a beyond reasonable expectation that you have more, like, that you should offer them beyond the normal chatter. You know, some stuff, yeah, but when it's to a point where they're sending you endless fucking logs, some gay Discord conversation they lost, yeah, that's ridiculous.
We should not know about content creators' lives, but the fact in this case is we do. I found out that there were and are other women that he had done this to, and then other topics came up for me. One was Pierogi started something he called The Fight. In streams and in members only, he said that money given to the fight would be used to help victims and to make victims whole. He heavily implied money was going to the victims who lost everything. I know 3 people that the money went to. Pierogi's other revenue stream was called The Force. That money was to be used to help Scammer Payback and the staff. When people donated on YouTube, they were supposed to designate or specify the fight or the force. Recently, when he was asked about the fight and the force and where the money went, he changed all the membership levels in YouTube to the fight and then the different levels.
I'm so... Okay. What? I don't understand that part. I need to go back, sorry.
Pierogi started something he called The Fight. In streams and in members only, he said that money given to the fight would be used to help victims and to make victims whole. He heavily implied money was going to the victims who lost everything. I know 3 people that...
So, if this is true, this could be potentially a claim that I would get on board with being bad if he's... Well, she says heavily implying. If it's true that he is soliciting money for something and then it doesn't go to that, that would be bad. But, again, I do not trust this woman's implication. I would much rather see evidence of this and see exactly what he said. And then if it is true that he's doing this, then yeah, by all means, there's a criticism to be made there. Potentially worse. I mean, potentially there could be some sort of fraud at play or something. So yeah, without documented evidence, I'm a bit skeptical to jump on board with this though, because this woman clearly has got an axe to grind, clearly has had a nose put out of joint, and could just be expressing this in like the most egregious way in order to back her points up, right?
That the money went to. Pierogi's other revenue stream was called the Force. That money was to be used to help Scammer Payback and the staff. When people donated on YouTube, they were supposed to designate or specify the fight or the force. Recently, when he was...
I mean, also, the other problem you've got as well, the way that super chats work, even the way that donos work, that would be very complicated to keep track of. You need a person specifically keeping track of that, because super chats on the other end come in as just a fucking blob of money, right? You would need to go through each stream and look manually at each thing and figure it out from there. You need to take 30% off for YouTube's cut, and then you need to do that. That would be way too fucking complicated. Even with PayPal donos, you wouldn't be able to do that either. There are ways that you can check what the message is, but again, you need to go in manually and check a list and see. Or a script, maybe. I don't know, dude. To me, that just sounds like an overcomplication. And I think the best way to do it is to just say, again, support me because you like my videos, and I'll figure out the rest. Okay? So maybe Scammer Payback is presenting himself as more virtuous than he is to solicit money. I could believe that that's the case. But beyond that, and without proof, the idea that he's scamming or something, which is being suggested here, is pretty crazy, and I need some pretty big evidence of that.
Asked about the fight and the force and where the money went, he
depressed people.
Listen here, Granny, you will be dead soon, so give me your money and I promise little brother didn't do nothing. I am a Nigerian prince. How could you do this to me and my family? My family.
Pierogi with a 333. Thank you very much.
He changed all the membership levels in YouTube to the fight and then the different levels. So here I am, loving the community, loving the cause, and then finding out that everything about Pierogi is a facade. If all I saw today were his videos, I would still buy into his mission to stop scammers, because he's very believable on screen. So when the video came out, Pierogi took off 3 months. It was heavily implied, and I was told directly by someone on his staff, that he went to rehab. He did not. He did go to weekly meetings with his pastor. Pierogi supposedly stopped drinking. I've been advised by people close to him in real life that he has not stopped drinking.
See, this is the thing with this, is if his personal conduct is really that bothersome to you, just stop supporting him. I don't understand this idea that all this money you've given is somehow ill-gotten gains because you got too invested in the image that he portrays himself as. Just say, okay, well, he wasn't who I thought he was. I'm going to stop supporting him now. But it's almost like they want to get the bang for their buck of having supported him before. And also, again, what business is it? What business? God, these people are such busybodies. What business is it of yours? What he does with his personal life? God, it's so crazy to me that they're getting their big fucking schnozzes in him. Oh, what? Oh, you didn't stop drinking? Shut up! All this could be avoided if you just watched him and supported him on the basis that you like his content, and then you can withdraw that support if his personal conduct reaches the level where it's not acceptable for you. Done. But now we're in this weird dynamic where we're acting like there's some sort of obligation for Scammer Payback to behave to this woman's standards just because she's retardedly giving him a bunch of money. It's so crazy and so entitled to me.
Many of us desperately want to blame the alcohol for his inappropriate behavior. However, it's not changed. I did go to therapy over this. I did not realize that parasocial relationships are not relationships.
Oh my god! Okay, well, in fairness, at least there's that aspect. So she recognizes... Wait! So she wasn't... Wait! So there's an admission there. She was in such a crazy parasocial relationship, she had to go to therapy. Oh my god, dude. Well, I mean, I guess the very idea this video exists is maybe recognizing she doesn't realize it because she's acting like she's owed something. But that is pretty wild that you had to go to a fucking therapist because you got so obsessed with an online person. Oh my god, dude, what a nutter.
However, it's not changed. I did go to therapy over this. I did not realize that parasocial relationships are not relationships. Pierogi to me represented the body of Christ because of how accepting he was of me. I thought he was so accepting of me that he considered me a friend. I considered him a friend, and it took me some time to establish boundaries for the online world. To let you all know, I was banned from the Tampa Crew server, even though I had broken.
What was that bit?
Of how accepting he was of me. However, it's not changed. I did go to therapy over this. I did not realize that parasocial relationships are not relationships. Pierogi to me represented the body of Christ because of how accepting he was of me.
She literally thought he was Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude. That's mental. Listen, religiosoids, okay? I'm struggling a bit. The inner atheist in me is lashing out internally. Dude, this is crazy. She wanted to eat him. Okay. Dude, that's literally looking at him, he's just on the cross like that. I will die for your sins against the scammers, old lady. By the way, have you got your stimulus check yet? Oh my god, man. That is fucking hilarious.
I thought he was so accepting of me that he considered me a friend. I considered him a friend, and it took me some time to establish boundaries for the online world. To let you all know, I was banned from the Tampa Crew server, even though I had broken no rules. I was banned due to...
Yeah. Sounds like you're an obsessive, nosy bitch. I'd ban you as well, even if you give me all your fucking... all your Biden bucks. I'd tell you to get fucked. Sling your hook, old weirdo. I do need religious oilers. Fuck. Body of... okay. Well, that kind of ruins the fun, doesn't it? I'm not going to read that all out. I like my version better. I prefer my version.
To guilt by association with others who were banned. I'm still a YouTube member, but cannot chat or...
If you don't agree with him, that's why you should a member. I'm not a member anymore of this month. Why did you continue your membership for the past month, or did you cancel it as soon as you were banned? I cancelled it a week after I was banned. I had left the SP server on my own in March, but was kicked out from the Tampa Crew server. In March, I also stopped Twitch and all other support except for YouTube. Fucking hell, dude. Oh my god, man. This woman is absolutely wretched and hopeless. Holy fuck. Jesus. Hang on a minute. Wait, she's on Social Security. So she's getting a bunch of money from the government just to give it to Scammer Payback. Oh, I think the government should cut people like this off benefits, honestly. It's a bit like if someone who's poor buys a pack of cigarettes. It's a bit like that. Cut it off immediately. Anyway.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Or anything.
Hey!
Off depressed people.
Weaselly little liar dude.
The power of Chud compels you.
Little liar dude celebrates
the power of Chud compels you.
The power of
Chud compels you.
Okay, that's
to
wonderful.
Get your wallet out.
But how do I make money?
Thank you for the
off
membership.
depressed people?
Chud, raise hands. We blesseth Chudlogicus as Internet Jesus, now accepting religious donations as your ticket to heaven.
If you give me money, I can possibly have a word about maybe getting you into heaven, because I am, you know, very like that, okay?
As I've been put in whatever it's called where people can't see your chat. I was banned personally by Pierogi for asking a question. We watched it happen in Discord because I was in there at the time and he was the one doing things. So here is where I stand about all the issues with Pierogi. Number one, we know that Pierogi is a serial cheater. However, that's between him and his wife.
Is it? Is it really? Because you seem very bothered by this. You nosy old fucking bin. This is the kind of woman that fucking curtain peeker. Like looking like this out the curtain. Oh, what's going on out there? I had a bit of oh, what are the young lads up to behind me? I better have a little look out the window. Fuck off, bitch! Close the curtain so you're gonna regret what happens next, okay? Yeah, exactly. It sounds like it is your business. Oh god, I think I've just got something against old people, to be honest.
I can't judge anything, you know, about that. That is between him and his wife. Pierogi misrepresents where all the donated money goes to. Again, there's nothing illegal there. It's just unethical.
Okay, that's
I will say he does not need the money. So if
hey,
since I'm Chud's oiled pay piggy, and thereby his best friend, if I see him in public and I feel extra depressed that day, I would expect him to take a bullet for me like a true
absolutely,
friend.
Arcturus. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
anybody sees this and they're like, "Oh, Pierogi needs money," no, he uses how he speaks and how he says things to manipulate people into giving. Where I draw the line is that Pierogi used his power as the head of a successful YouTube channel to prey on vulnerable women.
Okay, did he? Nah. I don't fucking buy this, dude. We've seen one person come forward that was not preying on vulnerable women. Okay? That was fucking stupid. Yeah, I don't buy that for a second. The only example we've seen of this is ridiculous and one of the worst Me Too I've ever seen in my life. If more people want to come forward, fine. We'll judge and assess on the basis of that. At absolute worst... Oh, wait, she means herself. Wait, does she mean herself? Is she talking about herself? Oh my god, dude.
This makes Pierogi a predator. These women have not come forward publicly because they saw the hate that Henna received.
Yes, which she deserved, by the way. Which I would argue was a big fucking initiating force in that hatred, okay? Dude! I actually was thinking about it. But yeah, she deserved it because she was clearly participating in consensual conversations. And the way it was framed was shocking. Utterly shocking to act like that was in any way like a non-consensual circumstance. And he was hauled over the coals for that behaviour when he didn't deserve to be. Fucking hell, man. Good lord. This is an A-log anti-fan. But Chud, freshly 80. God, this little fucking wretched weasel at the start, man. Oh, God, all these people are fucked.
Now I'm doing what I can to make sure he can't hurt other people, women especially, financially or in an inappropriate manner. So now that we got that all out of the way, down to business, you've got to make sure to send the leader $1,000 so that we can make a code, get our decoder rings, and make that secret handshake. Maybe even orange robes, because these hoodies are hot in the summer, I'm telling you. So anyway, again, the leader has not received $1,000 from anyone yet. So just make sure you get that done. Thank you. Bye.
Well, that was absolutely fucking insane. Dude, I cannot feel sympathy for these people. It's impossible. I'm not enough of an empath. But these people do not deserve any. Like, dude, there's people that are actually getting scammed out there. And they're acting like getting too obsessed with a YouTuber. Dude, I don't know, man. I can't bear it. Anyway, there we go, guys. So that is one aspect of the Scammer Payback drama. Another has just dropped recently. So we'll have a quick look at that as well. Here's the truth of it. Scammer Payback obviously overstates in his content the virtuousness of his mission. He is just like any other YouTuber making money. The side benefit of that is that sometimes maybe he does some good and gets some Indian guy taken down that's scamming people. Okay? I think it was a joke. I think it was a joke at the end. Okay? I think it was a joke. I think it was a meme. I think they're playing on what they're talking about in the whole video, right? Anyway, I think people get too invested in him and too obsessed with him, and he probably does play on that a bit in some of the actions. Like, if I was to give advice to Scammer Payback, I would probably say, listen, dude, I know some of this might be a bit of a money spinner for you, but you've got to fucking pull back on some of the stuff you're offering. The conversations, the community interaction is too much for someone your size. You should walk that back a bit and just have more of a fucking boundary with the audience. Something like that, I think, would do, right? Because I don't think he's doing anything that wrong that needs to be cancelable in the way that these people are acting like it is. So yeah, that is the long and the short of it. These people are way too fucking parasocially obsessed, Discord busybodies. And they deserve nothing. And yes, I was literally just about to throw this up. So the other thing that he's apparently being exposed for at the moment is this. So let's have a little look and see what we make of this. Scammer Payback is faking his videos. Okay, interesting. Pierogi, also known as Scammer Payback, is making fake videos since he started. In the picture, you can see two different videos featuring scammer reversals. If you look at the files, there is the same ntuser.dat string on both. These files are always randomly named different, and the chances of there being two of the same at two different computers is impossible. This means he is connected to his own computer, pretend it's a scammer computer. I watched many more videos and noticed this is common. At least 20 of his videos are staged. Possibly more. I do think some is real, but it is a fact many are staged. Okay. Is this... I don't know enough about this. Is this true? Is it possible this person has got like a false positive or something? Or is it possible that he's part of his video is replicating something that has actually happened or something? But the actual scams themselves are real. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of this. I think assuming that he's just faking shit is not necessarily the best thing. I think you need something with more substance than that. But certainly worthy of more investigation or questioning, maybe. But obviously they are concluding super hard. Then he also was part of the Elsagate scandal. Brandon Haynes from the DCTC Toy Channel said that he was caught in the Elsagate scandal, is secretly also the owner of the Scammer Payback channel. You can see Brandon in the videos and streams all the time. These people are very shady, and I'm sure a lot more bad stuff will come to light as his former moderators are coming out. Yeah, I think this person clearly doesn't like Scammer Payback and is concluding. But let's have a little look at these. Okay. I mean, this might as well be Greek to me. I've got no clue what to make of this. So I'll have to leave it as non-conclusive from my perspective. But perhaps if you've got, I mean, it literally is just not something I can weigh in on because I've got no fucking clue about what this means. So, yeah. My guess is they're concluding off limited information because they don't like Scammer Payback. But I guess maybe this will result in more investigation and maybe some proof will come out and will show that he is the big bad scammer they're making him out to be. We will see. Anyway, that is the Scammer Payback stuff. Look, I mean, the date is meaningless to me. I literally couldn't tell you. one way or another, what all that means. But yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I feel a bit like, looking at his channel, I feel like you have got to be a bit retarded to think this guy is some sort of like noble cause. You know, where clearly he is fucking... I mean, what is this?
There's a 7-year-old lady named Barb. She lives in California and has roughly $25,000 in her bank account. But she's about to send all of it to a bunch of scammers.
I can't afford to lose $15,000 or $25,000. I'm 77 years old.
The crazy thing about this is that they've convinced her...
I tell you what fucking Pierogi's thinking. He's thinking, I tell you what we'll do. We'll save Granny. And maybe we can get a bit of that into my coffers. Yo, hey, yeah, I'll help you out. By the way, do you know what Super Chat is?
Her accounts have been hacked, and the only way to save her money is to take all of it out and put it right into a Bitcoin account. Of course, we know this is all going directly to the scammers. So I've hacked these guys. I can see their screen, listening on the conversation, and on top of that, I know the exact pinpoint location of where they're about to send Barb to. So my goal is to get in contact with her before it's too late.
Like, this is clearly very dramatized. Straight away, you're thinking, okay, even if he's doing something worthwhile here, there's a lot of dramatization to make the medicine go down smoother on the YouTube algo, you know?
It says download unverified file.
Download. Click on download unverified.
Hello?
Thank you for calling BMO Fraud Department. This is Daniel. Back on.
Thank you for calling BMO Fraud Department. Bro, it's so obvious. The Indian accent gives it away.
The line again.
Hi, yes, this is Barb. They will only give me 15.
Okay, I'm going to mute this guy because they're on the conference call with the victim. I want to break down really quickly how we got here in the first place. I'm on the live stream, I'm talking to a scammer, but I see a current scam happening. And the first thing that I want to do is get as much information on the victim as possible.
I knew that they give you 15,000, and the rest of it, we are going to safeguard it in next couple of hours.
We've got the phone number, we get a name, and then I start searching and find some other information, and that gets passed along to law enforcement because in case I can't get her on the phone or get in contact with her, I'm going to have them ready and on standby.
I need to crack this Indian accent. I used to be able to do a pretty good one, but I fucked it up. Can't do it anymore. But yeah, I mean, I also need to not be too racist. But in any case, dude, if you're watching this and you're like, oh my God, he's such a good guy. What? Like, you're retarded. He's a YouTuber. Any good that he does is a sideline to the money that he's making.
To go intervene with the scam, just in case I can't get her.
First, we have to digitalize these funds.
15,000.
Okay. I will let you know where the federal machine is located so that you can drive towards there. This is more important. I'm sorry, guys. And I guess you know how to use a navigation like a Google map or something on the phone. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I have GPS on my car. Is it far?
No, that's not far. That's very nearby.
Okay.
Oh.
And that was 170.
So right now the scammer's giving an address for a liquor store. I can't play it because that would dox them, but the reason they're sending the victim there is because inside of that store there's a Coinbase ATM. The scammer wants the victim to deposit all of her cash into this ATM, transfer it over to cryptocurrency, and send it directly to him.
Bro, that's crazy. These fucking Indians have got technical, haven't they, with their scams? There's a Bitcoin machine. I mean, dude, all this shit is just, yeah. Touch wood. I don't think I've ever been the victim of fraud. It can happen to people in ways that go beyond your ability to recognize it, of course. But yeah, fortunately, I've always had a pretty decent education when it comes to this sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, dude, some of this stuff is so obvious.
Which eliminates the need to send cash inside of a parcel or work directly with the bank via wire transfer.
Okay. And where's this I'm going to?
This is a federal machine that's name is CoinHub.
So they're sending her to
you need to write down CoinHub ATM.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yep.
How do I make money
I can remember
people?
World superpower by 2055, by the way, Lamau. Well, yeah, I mean, based on the fraud they're doing, they could be on track for that. Oh, man.
How big? Yeah. So you're gonna.
I mean, in fairness to the Indians, it's either this or work at a call center, which I guess they are doing that, but for a pittance, you know? At least with this, they're getting a bit good old whack.
Stay on the phone while I drive there?
Absolutely. I will guide you through this. I will let you know how you need to use your driver's license, how you need to use your social security number to set up an account there with the Federal Deposit Insurance Company.
Well, I hope nobody robs me.
Yeah, she just said, I hope nobody robs me.
Nobody will rob you, miss.
She's holding
Everything is being
$15,000.
recorded and you are under CCTV surveillance. First, we will secure this $15,000, we'll digitalize it, and then we will make an attempt to secure the rest of the $10,000 for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're trying to steal 15,000 and then 10,000, so it's 25,000 total. This is the nerve-wracking part, is this is all in real time. This is all with real people, with real money, and with real scammers. So I had the victim's phone number and first name, and I was able to go and confirm other pieces of information just by using the internet. And this is all due to data brokers. Data brokers will sell your information to scammers, spammers, or really anybody who may want to do harm to you. And that's why I use today's sponsor of this video, Aura. Aura will show me all the data brokers that are selling my information on the internet. And then they'll go on my behalf and automatically opt me out of those types of websites. Cleaning up my information not only reduces the amount of spam I may get, but it also protects me from hackers who may want to access social media accounts, banking information, or other sensitive information out there. AT&T just released here recently that over 73 million customer records, both past and present, have been leaked on the dark web. AT&T's recommendation, of course, was to use stronger passwords, but also to monitor all of your account activity, which I think is smart. Aura does all of this for me, and the best part about it is I don't have to download a bunch of different apps to feel protected. I value my privacy and I value yours as well. So head on over to aura.com/payback and start your 2-week free trial today. Now let's go try to call this victim and see if we can get her on the line. I've got enough info at this point.
Bro, it's so crazy that she's talking to some Indian guy, and then this guy calls her up and he's like, oh, that Indian guy's a scammer. Dude, it must be so confusing to these old biddies.
Authorities, but on top of that, I'm going to try calling her. The goal is to spam her phone with as many calls as possible, which could lead to one of two things. Either she picks up the phone and I'm able to save her, or she sees all the phone calls and starts to become suspicious, thinking that something may be wrong. As a final option, I can always take control of the scammer's computer. But there's a lot of risk here, because if they know that they've been compromised, they're going to end up shutting down. If they shut down, then I lose my ability to listen in.
How do I secure all these accounts now so that this doesn't happen again?
This is a job which is being done by the FBI.
He said this is a job being done by the FBI. He's pretending to be FBI.
The job on the back end. It's called a banking process under United States Secrecy Code of an investigation.
United States Secrecy Code.
Hi. I don't know why the bank couldn't just stop this from happening.
Come on, Barb. Keep thinking about this. Barb, keep thinking.
Everything in the very beginning that the charge went through from your registered phone number.
I don't know if there's anything like in the UK. I mean, to be honest, it's a bit annoying. Whenever you try and transfer money on a banking app now, they're like, are you sure you want to do this? You're like, yeah. Are you really, really sure? Because scammers will do this. Yes. Are you definitely sure you want to transfer this money? Yes, please. Enter your passcode. Dude, just fucking send the money. All these fucking old retards have ruined it for the rest of us. Jesus Christ. Yes, we get it. There's scammers out there. This is not a scammer, okay? They're not Indian for start. Okay.
Keep thinking, Barb.
Whoever is doing this, they are not amateur. They're highly professional. So they know each and everything about you, and it could be someone who is an insider. It could be an inside job.
Hi.
An inside job? I'm hanging up the phone. I'm hanging up their phone.
Access your account.
I'm starting to get pissed at these guys. I'm starting to get pissed. Come on, man. Pick up the phone. Come on, Barb. Barb, pick up the phone.
Hello?
Barb! She picks up for them, but not for me. All right, I'm calling the ATM now.
Bob! Bob
obviously is not picking up the phone, which can be expected a lot of times. And it's okay. It's not her fault. She's going through a lot of things. Her emotions are high. She's probably scared and confused. So my next thought was, okay, I'm going to call this liquor store up where she's going to. And the idea around this was if I could get the clerk at the liquor store, they could be an extra set of eyes for me and they could be on the lookout. And if he sees her come in, then he could go tell her what's up. She can get on the phone with me and we can save her.
Okay, so when you go inside, you need to check with someone, where is the Coin Hub ATM? You need to ask them, where is the Coin Hub ATM?
You're really scaring me.
Hey, do you guys have a Bitcoin machine in your place?
A Bitcoin? Right now it's frozen. They're supposed to send a technician out, but he has another location out. And I think it's...
Bro, can you go save somebody? There's a grandma that's outside, and she's got like $25,000 cash, and she's being scammed right now.
From who?
From scammers over in India, and they're going to have her put money into Bitcoin, so do not send her to another Bitcoin. Can you talk with her, or get her to come in and talk with me on the phone? Because I'm literally listening to her talk to them right now.
Yeah, who are you? Who's this?
Dude, honestly... this guy is so overblown and so dramatic, isn't it? You know, like he's turned it into it's quite clever how he's done it. He's turned it into this little narrative, this story, like it's a fucking Hollywood type shit, you know? But yeah, I obviously find it a bit cringe. I think people that get scammed are normally retards. But in all seriousness, you know, old people are getting fucked over. There probably is some value to this, but he is a YouTuber first and foremost, you know? It is. I'm fucking invested now in this. I want to know what happens. I'm like, Barbara, what's gonna happen to Barb's? Is Barb's gonna be okay? Is Barb's gonna be all right? Barb's, no, not Barb's.
I run a YouTube channel called Scammer Payback.
So yeah, she's supposed to be coming in here now?
Yeah, so they're gonna have her come inside, and she's literally outside of y'all's place right now, and they're gonna have her come inside with a bunch of cash. And she's gonna be on the phone with these scammers, and if you can like tell her to come talk to me because she's being scammed right now, and they're gonna take all her money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry for the random call, man. But...
No, you're good. I mean, it's not like you're calling to get any information or doing something to stop somebody from throwing money away.
Yes. So she should have. Yeah, she's on the phone with them. I'm listening to it right now. You'll be here. I'll let you. You can hear it in the background. Hold on.
So once you will be the part of the process, you will understand each and everything. Okay?
No, he's bringing him in on it.
So just trust me on this and start.
How do I know I'm not going to lose this $15,000?
You hear her talking to them?
Yeah.
Because you have not deposited.
This guy's a hero.
Is there one next door at the other place?
No.
There's not one.
If I was that clerk, I'd be going outside going, I'm a secret operative of the bank. I've come to protect you from the scam. Give me the cash and I'll deposit it for you. I'm going to head straight to the bank and deposit it back for you because you're getting scammed. Yeah. Oh, little cheeky 15K, not bad. Nah, come on. You wouldn't do that, would you? I'm sure he's a good guy.
One?
No, there's not one in the strip mall besides the one in my store.
Okay, cool. Because that's where they sent her to. So she must be in the car or something, kind of yelling at them right now. So her name is Barb, and she comes
Barb.
in.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. This is scaring me. Can I talk to somebody else at BMO? Can you connect me to your supervisor?
Oh, she's getting nervous.
Is she? Hopefully she catches on.
I know.
Well, miss, right now you're speaking with the senior manager of the fraud department, and I'm the superior employee on the floor.
There's nobody else that can guarantee me that this is BMO I'm talking to.
Miss, you can check with Apple. You can call them and ask them to connect you with BMO. They will going to put you back to BMO right now, okay?
All right, I'll call them.
All parties have disconnected the line.
Okay, well, they just got off the phone. I'm going to try to call her again really fast. Can I call you back if that's okay?
Yeah,
I'm going to try to get her.
Absolutely.
Okay, dude. All right, I'll call you right back. Thank you, brother.
All right, sounds good.
All right, bye. Okay. Well, that helped. That guy was amazing.
Hi, you've reached Barb.
That guy was amazing right there. That's what I'm talking about. One of the things I want to highlight is that these scammers are working in overdrive right now. We are late to the game, and Barb is driving to the liquor store to send these scammers money. And I think some of my tactics are starting to work because now she's questioning these guys. She's starting to pause and say, Are you guys really who you say you are? The male scammer that was on the phone with Barb, he switches over to the female scammer, and I think they did this to bring a little bit of peace to the situation and try to gain some more trust. But of course, I'm gonna keep calling over and over again. Oh, she's calling back? I just took over the scammer's computer and I canceled the call. So now I'm gonna call.
Hi,
Pick up the phone when I call.
Hello? Who am I speaking to?
Oh no, the Indians are them again.
Right now.
You were talking to the Megan.
I'm...
These fucking Indians ain't sharp, are they? You are talking to the Megan. I can't do the accent. You're talking to the Megan. Fucking hell, dude. I love the way it's always a fucking Western name as well, isn't it? Steve, Megan, something like that. It's never fucking... It's never Pajit Patel or whatever. Wait, no, is that a slur? That's not a slur, is it? That's the name. I'm using it in the name sense, not the slur sense.
I'm really concerned that I was actually talking to BMO Harris. They want me to put money into some kind of coin hub thing, and I don't know.
Ma'am, you don't have to worry about that. We're gonna send you each and everything legally documentation. I received the mail from your bank side as well, okay?
Come on, Barb, you understand.
So I can go look at it right now on my phone.
Sorry?
I can go look right at it now at my phone on my phone.
No, after the fixation and after
the fixation.
After done each and everything process, after the process, they will go ahead and send you each and everything legally documentation. I'll receive the mail from your bank side.
What if I call the fraud department at BMO?
Ma'am, because your all phone lines are intercept. I told you. That's why I'll connect the call to your bank.
Well, even if my phone line's compromised, I'm calling my son because he works for BMO Harris.
Call your son up.
Ma'am,
and he would know better.
Ma'am, listen to me carefully.
Come on,
There's
Barb.
some kind of problem with your email, and there's some kind of problem each and everything. All right, your all phone lines are intercept. You're not.
Your phone lines are intercept. I know old people can be a bit dumb with this stuff, but come on, man. Really? This really works on people? This is like a phone jacker levels. Remember phone jacker? I don't know if you had that in the US. But you'd have people that would do prank calls and you have exactly this. I mean, it wasn't really that part where we had the Nigerian money scam guy. And then the other one was the Indian one, but it was to sell you internet. 3 ding dings. You get 3 ding dings for $20.99.
Not able to understand me what I'm saying to you, ma'am. Anybody
No,
can...
I'm not able to understand.
Ma'am?
Because...
Honestly, I think Indian scammers are God's punishment for boomers destroying everything. I reckon that is probably a thing, okay? You know? They bought their houses fucking years ago. Dude, I don't know if it's like this in the US, so exactly right. But these fucking boomers complain about like 15% interest rates on their mortgage. And it's like, your house cost a few £1,000s to buy. What do you mean? Yeah, you had a high interest rate, but the value of your house was about £3,000, and now it's worth £500,000. And you're fucking downsizing into some shitty house. You can go on holiday, living out your twilight years, leaving your fucking relatives with nothing, giving the rest to a fucking, a dog saving home or some shit. Yeah, exactly. You reverse mortgaging your house to buy a boat. Oh, man. It's so fucking irritating.
Come on, Barb.
I understand.
Because I feel like I'm being scammed for $15,000.
Come on, Barb.
No, ma'am, no. That's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to send
scam.
each and everything. Legally documentation in your email.
After I said
I'm
the money,
texting
you're
her.
going to do it.
Ma'am, don't worry. Listen to me first, okay? Let me connect the call again, okay? And you have to...
No, wait. I'll call you. I will call you back.
Okay, that's wonderful.
I will call you back.
Ma'am, listen to me, okay? Please stay on the call.
Are the plague released upon the boomers,
Can you hear me?
then the street shitters in India is God
Yeah.
getting scammer payback.
Hey! Thank you for the 333. Appreciate
Hello, Barb.
it.
Barb, hi. You were right. You were being scammed, ma'am. You're being scammed. Do not give money to those people. I finally heard her voice. I was so stressed out because I didn't know if I would get her and I didn't know if I could save her.
I understand. Okay. I called Apple.
I know.
Who are you? Who are you?
Okay, I go after bad scammers that steal money from people, okay? You're outside of that liquor store, right, to go to the Bitcoin ATM. Do not go in there. Do not go put your money back in your bank. There's no fraudulent charges. There's nothing. And of course, when you get a victim on the line, you let them know immediately that they're being scammed, because it's one thing to get them on the phone, but you don't want to lose them on the phone. So you have to spit out all the information as quickly as possible so they understand. You just need to not give these people money. They're not the FBI. They're scammers from India, I promise you.
That's what it sounds like to me. That's why I was getting nervous.
Yes, ma'am. And then from there, it's calming them down and then helping them along the way to get the money back in their account and keep them safe.
Okay, so now I go put the money back in the bank. They didn't get my money. They didn't take $25,000 and send it to China.
Well, do you have it as cash, or where is the money?
Well, I only have 15 in cash.
Where's the other 10,000? Is it still in the bank?
It's still in the bank.
Beautiful. Okay, so then go back to your bank,
bro.
And go put the.
Wait a second. Hang on a minute. In the fucking UK, you have to answer about 5 prompts in order to transfer 50 quid to someone. Okay, well, maybe not that ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? What's going on at the bank? What fucking idiots are working at the bank? There's some woman's coming in, some old woman is coming in, asking to withdraw 15,000 cash. And they're going, yep, certainly, no problem. No questions asked. Here you go, here's your money. What? Why are they not? Surely they've got some thing where they've got to go, well, hang on, what's the money for? That's a lot of money. And asking some questions about it in order to try and prevent fraud, no? Land of the free. Dude. Hello, I need $15,000, please. Certainly, ma'am. Would you like that in 20s, 50s, or 100s? Oh my God.
15,000 back in, and do not send these fools anything.
Should I talk to the bank then?
Yes, ma'am, and tell them that scammers are watching your account. So essentially what's going to happen is if you have your computer on, they can go back onto your computer. So
it's on at home, so I go shut it off before it's on the way to the bank.
Well, I would go to the bank first, put your money in the bank, and then we need to get the scammers off of your computer because they've loaded software that's pretty much, they can watch your computer at any point when it's on. Did you download something on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay,
ConnectWise?
Yeah, ConnectWise. So you need to uninstall ConnectWise from your phone.
Just delete the app?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I could do that.
Yeah, so you need to uninstall the ConnectWise from your phone.
And then they can't hear me.
Correct. And then when you get back home, you just need to turn the internet off. Is it plugged in or is it on Wi-Fi?
No, it's plugged in on my desk.
Yeah, so you just unplug the internet cable, and then I will help you uninstall it, and then you can just plug it back in. You'll be fine.
And what do you charge?
0. I don't want anything from you. I just want to help you.
I don't charge anything. But Barbara, let me just ask you, are you familiar with Patreon at all? I'm going to send you a link to my Discord. For a low price of $100 a month, you could join our community nights and you get 15 minutes a month with me. So there you go. I'll send it over.
There's no charge.
So you're not asking for any money?
No, ma'am. I don't want any money.
How do you make a living?
So I make a living. So I run a YouTube channel. It's called Scammer Payback. And we make videos to tell the world about these types of scams. And that allows us to have our operation. So when people watch the videos, then we get, sponsors and stuff like that. So that's how we do it.
Boy, they are calling. They just are not giving up.
They're not very happy.
Okay.
They're not very happy right now, but I'm happy, and you should be happy too. So.
I am too. I mean, I got very
Dude, okay. Well, I guess the real pressure selling comes when they're in a call with him, Barbara, you just don't understand. It's my kids. I'm trying to put food on the table. I'm really struggling. Is your pension payment coming yet? Oh, you mentioned the other day you're getting a big whack of interest from a bond that's maturing. Any charges?
Close to turning this money over to them.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Dude,
I should have been more alert when they said, "Well, take whatever you can get."
Right.
Because they told me that if I couldn't get the 25, then I should just take whatever they can give me. So I don't know, but thank you. I mean, I can't afford to lose $15,000 or $25,000. I'm 77 years old. And what's the name of your group again?
So it's called, I have a YouTube channel called Scammer Payback. So.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yes,
okay, I'm at the bank.
Okay.
All right.
Be safe. Thanks. And you go yell at the bank for letting you take out all that money.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah, right? That's crazy to me.
All right, we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Yes. There's no way on earth that you could go to a bank and withdraw £15,000 in the UK without serious questions being asked about why you're doing that. Like, all of the people now are so fucking anal about fraud. You know? They want to know what's going on. Because, yeah, they've got fraud prevention measures.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Let's freaking go!
Yeah! Let's go! Another granny save!
Let's freaking go!
I'm so late now.
Man, you know, I just want to say, guys, that saving people never gets old for me. I mean, my hands are like shaking because this is what my job is. Obviously we want to make content, do fun streams and all those kinds of things. But to save people, you heard her words, and she said, "I cannot afford to lose this money." And this is for all the times of the people that could not afford to lose that money. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for that I was able to run across this person. I've only wanted to just help people. This is why I do this. And it's the most fulfilling thing to help a person out.
Oh my God, dude.
I want to give a little bit of love to the guy at the liquor store. Obviously, we can't give his...
Dude. Can you stop doing that, Pierogi? It's a bit cringe. I mean... Oh... Say something. I mean, I just think it's cringe. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I don't think it's like, oh yeah, you're scamming people by doing this. I just hate it when people act like they're doing this for noble reasons, when the obvious reason they're doing it is because they're getting paid to do so. Like, any benefit is a sideline to making money from this, which is totally fine. I just feel like there's a level of dishonesty that happens when it's presented like this that I just don't find bad. Not doing anything wrong. He shouldn't be cancelled for it or something like that. Just a bit cringe.
Information out because we don't want to dox them, but just appreciate all of your help and willingness to help a scam victim. So we had to, of course, call him back and let him know that the victim was good and that we appreciated his help. Being able to intervene in a live scam and do it in front of people on a live stream is one of the most exhilarating things, honestly, guys. The reality is, though, there are a lot of times where we're not able to help. And that's because we hear about stuff after the fact. But today, I want to give an offer out to folks in this community. If you've been scammed by these tech and refund scammers and you need help, like you can't pay your bills, you really need help, shoot me an email over at help@scammerpayback.org. And we're going to do the best that we can over the coming weeks and month to reimburse as many people that have been impacted by these scammers. We want to help and do everything we can to make you whole again.
I don't know, man. I feel like if this is all working and stuff, good for him. I just think this is all very difficult to track and document, and just open yourself up to issues, I think. But yeah, anyway, that was fun. Listen, I got actually quite invested in that. He does it well. He does it well.